Which choice best describes data from the table that support Rodriguez and colleagues' assertion? Hot Jupiters are gas planets that have a mass of at least 0.25 Jupiters, meaning that their mass is at least 25% of that of Jupiter, and an orbital period of less than 10 days, meaning that they complete one orbit around their star in less than 10 days. While warm Jupiters are gas planets that meet the same mass criterion, but have orbital periods of more than 10 days. 2021, Michigan State University astronomer Joseph Rodriguez and colleagues announced the discovery of 5 new gas exoplanets, and asserted that 4 are hot Jupiters and 1 is a warm Jupiter. So in this text, we're given that hot Jupiters are gas planets that have a mass of at least 0.25 Jupiters and an orbital period of less than 10 days, while warm Jupiters are gas planets that have the same mass criterion, but have orbital periods that are more than 10 days. And then the assertion by Rodriguez here is that there are 5 new gas exoplanets, 4 of them are hot Jupiters, and 1 of them is a warm Jupiter. So let's look at the answer choices. A. None of the planets have an orbital period of more than 10 days, and TOI-628b has a mass of 6.33 Jupiters. So this is incorrect because, for one, this doesn't match the data in the table, because it says here that none of the planets have an orbital period of more than 10 days. But this is obviously wrong, because if we look at TOI-1478b, it clearly has an orbital period of 10.18, which is greater than 10. So there is one planet that has an orbital period of more than 10 days. And furthermore, simply saying that TO1-628b has a mass of 6.3 Jupiters doesn't prove that all of them have a mass of at least 0.25 Jupiters. So with this, we can eliminate option choice A. B. TOI-1478b has an orbital period of 153 days, and the masses of all the planets range from 0.85 to 6.33 Jupiters. So this is incorrect because this doesn't use proper information from the data table, because here it says that TO1-1478b has an orbital period of 153 days, but looking at the orbital period, none of the exoplanets has such an orbital period. But here we can see that the distance from the Sun is 153 parsecs, which is not the orbital period but the distance from the Sun. So because B uses incorrect information from the table, we can eliminate answer choice B. C. All the planets have a radius between 1.06 and 1.771 Jupiters, and only TO1-133b has an orbital period of more than 10 days. This is incorrect because although this radius information is true, the radius, for one, isn't necessary to prove that 4 of these exoplanets are hot Jupiters and 1 is a warm Jupiter. Furthermore, the claim that TO1-133b has an orbital period of more than 10 days is false, because looking at this exoplanet, it clearly has an orbital period of 4.72, not greater than 10 days. So we can eliminate option choice C. D. Each of the planets have a mass greater than 0.25 Jupiters, and all except for TOI-1478b have an orbital period of less than 10 days. So this is the correct answer, because this properly proves that 4 of these exoplanets are hot Jupiters and 1 is a warm Jupiter. For the mass criterion, each of the planets is said to have a mass greater than 0.25 Jupiters, which is true, because looking at this column we can clearly see that each of these numbers is greater than 0.25. Additionally, we can see that all of the orbital periods are less than 10, except for T0I-1478b, which has an orbital period of greater than 10 days. Therefore, the correct answer is D.